Barry Stettner, 487 at 141 mile an hour in the right-hand lane. Greg Wickenheiser, your crew, you guys worked so hard today. Knocked him off out of the hole. Sorry, boys. Barry Stettner in the 6'9 Camaro going on to the next round. I don't know about you, but that was pretty exciting when both those cars let go of the buttons. We could feel that up here in the tower from the starting line. Left-hand lane with the actual buy run is Gord Spack out of Saskatoon. Lucky man that drew the card for the buy run in the extreme big tire class. Testing and funny car was lane 5 and 6. We don't see anybody up. We'll be starting prep right away. Gord Spack out of Saskatoon, 63 Corvette, taking the start line for his buy run. Oh, parachute opened on the Corvette. Had a little bit of tire shake, a little bit, and it was enough to pop the chute. And he still runs a 535 at 111 mile an hour with the chutes out. Wow. All right, up next in the left lane, Scotty Yaremko is getting a competition by, not a competition by, his opponent broke. So he gets a free pass here. Scotty Yaremko to Saskatoon with the 67 Pontiac Acadian. Purging a little bit of nitrous here to clear the air out of the line. Woo! A little bit of rubber, a little bit of tire chatter there. Scotty Yaremko pulls off a 506 at 145 mile an hour. Good thing it's a buy run. We got a bit of debris on the track after the tire shake on that 67 of Scotty Aramco. We're just going to do a quick little cleanup in between. I can see the debris on the track from here. So the first cart goes out with a FOD mat. And what that FOD mat does is it picks up all the loose debris. And then we're going to do a quick brushing on it just to push everything off of the track to make sure we get it all. This much power, you can't have anything under the tires. Thanks again to our sponsors. Today, without our sponsors, we could not pull this off. GB Construction, Triumph Construction, Ready Rents, Valley Boys Plumbing and Heating, Performance Plus, Deck Brothers Performance, Dyna Crane Services, Tech 7 Auto Repair, BBJ Truck and Transport, Ross Electric, Poor Boys Customs, Sewer and Poland, Queen City Auto Body, Russ Flamin Agri Services, Link Trailers, Ashley Woodvine Photography, LB Signs, Funky Moose digital marketing agency for renovation contractors. That's Mark Poppin. High Tech Profiles, Steam Engine Stickers, Cody Russo and family, Brian Donald and Anvil Digital putting up a cash prize for the best wheel stand. And a huge shout out to Thomas Bemis from Service Performance Solutions and Sick Prep for helping us give you the perfect prep to get your personal bests. Souvenir shop, still think it's open, is it? Let me see. Yeah, souvenir shop's open. I think Sydney and Andrea got her open for a little bit here. Track Channel's got their tent set up. Looks like they're pretty popular today. Thanks again to Gary and his wife for making the trek out from Winnipeg. Mackenzie Auto Beer Gardens, letting the spirits flow. And last but not least, Hector's Grub Hub. Best damn food you'll have at a racetrack. All right, guys, 50-50 draws on last call. Last call for 50-50s. If you see Heather walking around with the bucket and the purple tickets, your last call is 4:30 for the 50-50 draw. We're on last call. Souvenir shop will be closing at 4:30. Got to keep Ricky Brown cool in that car, don't we? He's got to be sweating. Is it just running down his face? Is his makeup running? I'm joking, Ricky. You're not wearing makeup today. Oh, that was a finger. Definitely the middle. Thanks, Rick. I apologize. My apologies. Thanks. I appreciate that. I think you ought to slam that door on him now and just leave him sitting. No, can't do that to Pops. We got a couple more cars to send here before the Extreme Small Tire and Small Tire Street car in the tailgate in the Junior Street. We're just trying to get the last of the debris off the track here from that last hit from Scotty or Remco. Just a little bit of cleanup on here, but should be almost done that. We'll send our last couple cars through. Souvenir shop will be closing at 4:30. We got a lot of cool swag in there this year as well. If you want to stop in, you won't have much time left. Last call for 50/50 is currently out and about. We'll be doing the draw shortly after. All right, we got a couple of cars going now. Should be the end of the Extreme Big Tire. Last call for 50/50s. Last call. All right, in the right-hand lane, you got Alex fired out of Dundurn, 77 Camaro. And in the left-hand lane, Captain Ricky Brown out of Indian Head, Saskatchewan, 2006 Corvette Suncoast chassis car. The only thing these cars need is a clean start. The rest of it will do itself. Out of the hole! Clean shot went to the Corvette. Ricky Brown with the win. 496 at 143 mile an hour. Alex Farvey had a hiccup off the start. He had the reaction and had a stutter before 60 feet. And the Camaro only ran a 574. It's not quite enough. Ricky Brown's going to the next round. All right, one running, solo run in the right-hand lane is a test pass for the Jack Friesen Altered out of Ulster, Saskatchewan. 1063 at 97 mile an hour. We got a little bit of a spray and a little bit of a drag again because we have the Extreme Small Tire and the Small Tire Streetcar Radio class coming up. We always give them a spray and a drag before they run to give them the best surface. They got a lot of power on a small tire, and I think it's one of the reasons we're all here today is the Extreme Big Tire and these fast small tire guys. We love these street cars. We got to keep them coming out, so we got to give them the best prep we can. All right, Extreme Small Tire. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Extreme Small Tire lane 5 and 6. You're being called Extreme Small Tire lane 5 and 6. We're over halfway done our prep for your small tire radials. Extreme Small Tire lane 5 and 6. Small Tire Streetcar lane 3 and 4. So Extreme Small Tire 5 6, Small Tire Streetcar lane 3 and 4, please. Extreme Small Tire lane 5 and 6. Small Tire Streetcar lane 3 and 4, please. And tailgaters, if you're happy, you want to go to lane 1 and 2, go ahead. I think that's all we did. Hey, yeah, that's a good point. Small Tire Streetcar lane 3 and 4. Small Tire Streetcar lane 3 and 4. Extreme Small Tire is loaded and ready. We need Small Tire Streetcar. Tailgate 1 and 2. Tailgate class 1 and 2, please. Tailgate 1 and 2, small tire streetcar lanes 3 and 4. Should be getting underway soon here, ladies and gentlemen, in the next few minutes. That small tire radial prep does take time, but if we want to see the impressive small tire results and quality, we need that quality prep. Can't get a personal best if the prep is crap, right? That's why we got the best of the best of the best. Daniel Deal, we need that Orange Nova up here in the staging lanes. Daniel Deal, where art thou? Daniel Deal, Keith, go next door and see if he needs a hand. We need Daniel Deal up here in the staging lanes 3 and 4. There's Daniel Deal. Junior Street, you are being called to the back end of lane 5 and 6. Junior Street to the back end of lane 5 and 6. We have parked the tractor. We're getting underway in less than a minute. Junior Street to the back end of lane 5 and 6. Our other 3 classes are locked and loaded. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Here is one of the rounds we've been waiting for. Extreme small tire. First round of eliminations. And yeah, you might be a little shocked to see who's coming under the tower to run each other first. Left-hand lane, Colin G. out of Rollo Sask in the 87 S10. And in the right-hand lane, Russ Flamin out of Regina, running the 69 Pontiac GTO. These are probably these are the baddest vehicles on the property right now. Colin G knocks the tires off. Russ Flyman takes the 8th mile at 4:55, ladies and gentlemen. 4:55 at 161 mile an hour. The GTO is going to the next round. Colin G knocked the tires off and still ran a 5:36. At the mile an hour, though, 147. He had a hot tune in that just didn't take it. All right, in the right-hand lane, we got Bob Cook and Lloydminster getting a solo pass in the 93 F-150. There we go! Pinwheels floating. Woohoo! 467 at 155 miles an hour. Bob Cook, you got that truck dialed in. 467 at 155. Wow, that truck was hauling. All right, left-hand lane, Mr. Brian Stevenson out of Saskatchewan with the 85 Mustang. He's doing a solo hit here. I believe he's got the competition by for this. His new tune took, Brian, 502, 145 miles an hour for the left-hand lane, and that was the first car in the small tire streetcar class. Nice pass, Brian. Junior Street lane 5 and 6, Junior Street lane 5 and 6. Left-hand lane, we got Daniel Deal out of Rimbey, Alberta, the 72 Chevy Nova. Right-hand lane is Michael Bulich out of Calgary, 85 Dodge Daytona. Oh no, malfunction at the junction. Mike Bulich turning on the wind light with a 519 at 135 miles per hour. Daniel Deal had an error on the starting line. We're not sure what happened, but we really wanted to see that race go down. Congratulations, Mike Bulich. You are going on to the next round. Hey, Thomas, look at my new hat. I got it from the Track Channel booth. Okay. Look. It's nice. It's limber. You could twirl when you're wearing it. It's got a little drawstring so it doesn't blow off in the wind.
What even is the Track Channel?
Track Channel, I'm glad you asked me where they are. They're that tent right there beside the spectator booth on your way to Hector's Grub Hub. Look at all the fancy hats. You can have one just like this if the price is right. Brian Stevenson down at the ET booth doing the chip draw. 502 on Brian's pass. All right, there we go. Well, it's too bad we couldn't see the 70 Plymouth Duster Rob Tangerman make another hit. He is apparently broke, and we are not getting another chance to see that car today. All right, in the tailgate class, it's Ian Yawarenko out of Battleford, 2023 F-150, slightly modified. Ford truck off the line. Has a little bit of a hesitation about 10 feet out, but he's going to finish up with a 679 at 109 mile an hour. All right, tailgate class semi-final. Kelly Kreutzer in the left lane out of Algoni, Saskatchewan with the 82 Chevy S10. And he's taking on Cody Knudsen out of Calgary, Alberta, 92 Chevy half-ton. This should be a good race. Winner of this is going on to the final against Ian Yawarenko. Oh, the white truck red lit. Oh boy, Kelly Kreutzer in the left lane in the S10 with the win, 548 at 128 mile an hour. Kelly Kreutzer, you're going to the tailgate final. Right hand lane for Cody Knudsen out of Calgary ran a 605 at 118. All right, our junior street semi-final is here. All right, left-hand lane, Tatiana Lease out of Aberdeen, 99 Camaro Supersport. Right-hand lane is Jansen Adams out of Craven, 84 Trans Am. The winner of this is going to the final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a race. Trans Am's pulling away. Can the Camaro close the gap? No, the Trans Am takes the stripe at a 952 at 78 mile an hour. The Camaro finishes up with a 1012 at 72. Jansen Adams, you're going to the final. All right, the last semifinal here for the junior street category. Jackson Richer out of Lethbridge in the left-hand lane in the 99 Tahoe. Taking on Lucas Guyman in the right-hand lane out of Viceroy, Saskatchewan. Viceroy, 2009 Challenger SRT. The winner of this will be joining Jansen Adams in the final. There we go, out of the hole, the Challenger's taken off. The Tahoe needs to close the gap. What do we got going up to the stripe? Right-hand lane with the win, 907. 907 for Lucas Guyman at 77 mile an hour. Left-hand lane ran a little quicker, but had a much slower reaction time. That was all reaction time on that race. Lucas Guyman, you're going to the final against Jensen Adams. All right, we're doing a quick drag, no spray, and we're getting into round 3. 530 class. You've been called lanes 5 and 6. 530 class to lanes 5 and 6. 650 class, you are being called to lanes 3 and 4. 750 class, you're being called to lanes 1 and 2. Let's get these lanes full. Let's go. 530 index, lanes 5 and 6. 650 index, lanes 3 and 4. 750 index, lanes 1 and 2. We're down to semifinals now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Heather Bennett is up here, and they have a winning 50-50 ticket number. Thomas, you want to read it out?
2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 1.
That number again, Thomas?
2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 1.
There you go. Ticket number ending in 7121. Congratulations, you're the winner of the 50-50 draw for $842.50. $842. Ticket number 2347121. Check your tickets. Hey, Thomas, I got tickets. Oh, I don't even think I'm close. But I'm going to check anyways, okay? Well, ladies and gentlemen, $40 worth of tickets, and I got nothing. Thomas, you could have these as souvenirs. Maybe if you check them, you'll win. If you do have the winning ticket, ticket number 2347121, you're the winner of the 50-50 today of $842.50. Come up to the tower with your ticket to claim your prize. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we called 530 index, lanes 5 and 6, 650 index, lane 3 and 4, 750 index, lanes 1 and 2. You notice how I accentuated that at the end, Andrew? Lanes 1 and 2. 530 index, 5 and 6, 650 index, 3 and 4, 750 index, 1 and 2. Do we have a winner of a 50-50 ticket? No, we don't, do we? Someone's waving their hand. Thomas is the official judge. You're going to make sure that we have the right winning ticket, correct?
Yep.
That is correct. Ticket number 2347121 is the winner of the 50-50 draw today. .530 index, lane 5 and 6, 650 index, lane 3 and 4, 750 index, lane 1 and 2. Oh, you did not bring a winning ticket. Somebody brought a winning ticket up here. Thomas, read that winning ticket number, please.
2347121.
Oh, looks like it matches to me. Congratulations. What are you going to do with all those winnings?
Have no idea.
She's going to Hawaii, ladies and gentlemen. $842 to go to Hawaii. I don't even know if you get a carry-on for that money, would you?
Nope.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for supporting the club.
Probably buying my husband truck parts.
She is this woman's a keeper. Can you repeat what you're doing with that money?
Buying my husband truck parts.
That is Mrs. right there. Buying her husband truck parts with her winnings. This should be the queen of the streets. You know that? Supporting the husband's hobby 842 times.
Seven, 8, 40, 250.
That was the sound of money, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sandra. And good luck buying your husband truck parts. Thanks for playing. All right. We're watching that money walk out the door, and it's going to go straight to Performance Plus. Well, I just got corrected on somebody's last name here, so I have to get it right.
That's who they're here watching.
Awesome possum. Locked and loaded. I don't see any 750 cars out there yet. I don't think our 650 or 530 classes are full yet either. Come on, guys, let's get her up here. The drag is done. We're ready to roll here, boys. We are waiting on the cars, which is a first. 530 class lane 5 and 6, 650 class lanes 3 and 4, 750 class lanes 1 and 2. .530 class, you're up next. Get in the car and get belted. Let's rock and roll. 530, get ready. Connor Graff, we need you up here in lanes 5 and 6. Connor Graff, we need you up here in lanes 5 and 6. You got to make your hit, bud. 750 class, we're still waiting for another car here too here. Thomas, guess who I see coming out the back of the staging lanes?
Connor Graff.
Oh, attaboy. That is Connor Graff showing up in the Malibu. .530 class is locked and loaded. 650 class is locked and loaded. We're waiting on a 750, I believe. Maybe two of them. 750 is down to two vehicles. All righty. I don't think so. 750 class, lane 1 and 2. Glenn Hendry and James Frayne, you're still wanted up here in lanes 1 and 2 on the 750 class. Glenn Hendry and James Frayne, we're waiting on the Studebaker and the Barracuda. And I see them both coming at the back of staging right now. We may have enough vehicles now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the nitty-gritty. We are down to the semi-finals. Semi-finals. Extreme Big Tire, you're being called to lane 5 and 6. Extreme Big Tire, back end of lane 5 and 6, please. Extreme Big Tire, 5 and 6. .530 class semifinals are underway. Ladies and gentlemen, in the left-hand lane, we got Kirk Delorme out of Landmark, Manitoba, 92 Mustang. And in the right-hand lane, we got the 07 Mustang out of Calgary, Alberta. That's Mr. Dave Franks. We got a race, ladies and gentlemen. 2 clean starts. What do we got? Right-hand lane with the win. 595 at 117 miles an hour for the orange Mustang. Wow. Left-hand lane, 639 at 118. David Franks, congratulations. You're going to the final. Connor Graff is lining up. He has a competition bye to the final. What's he going to do? Stage it, break the beam, and call her a day. All right, he's saving that for the final, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Connor Graff. Extreme Big Tire, lane 5 and 6. Extreme Big Tire, lane 5 and 6. We are going to be running testing after we clear out our 750 class. But what we're going to do is we're going to open up testing to anybody who wants to test. Anybody who wants to test a junior street, a street car, anybody that wants to test that's already registered today, when we call testing, you can come up. It's not only open to Funny Car, it's open to anybody on the property that wants to test. When testing is called, you can come up and do so. Right now, we're going to kick off our 650 Index semi-final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Taryn McBain out of Saskatchewan in the left-hand lane in the 1961 Sunbeam Alpine, taking on Ryan Appleby out of Regina, 68 Dodge Charger. Heads up, 650 Index semi-final. Taryn's going to run him right out the back. What do we got? Right-hand lane with the win. Taryn broke out. 647. What a heartbreaker. Right-hand lane, Ryan Appleby, 652 at 102 mile an hour. Ryan Appleby in that Dodge Charger, you are going to the final. Left-hand lane is Matt Hendry out of Dundurn in the 73 CUDA. Competition by in the 650 class. What's Matt gonna do? He's taking it. Matt wants the data. He had a quick start out of the hole at the 8th mile, 662 at 104 mile an hour for the CUDA. Extreme Big Tire lane 5 and 6. Extreme Big Tire lane 5 and 6. Testing in lane 3 and 4. You've been called. Funny car testing and testing. Anybody that's registered with any car on the property wants to test. Testing lane 3 and 4. Right now in front of us, Chad Penner in the right-hand lane in the 750 class in the 93 Mustang out of Martinsville. Left-hand lane, Tyson Daranoski out of Casario with the white S10. Here we go. Mustang's going to try and close the gap at the core at the 8th. Left-hand lane with a 760. Wow, the S10 took a guess at the light, and he nailed that hole shot to steal that win from Chad Penner. Tyson, you are going on to the final.
Big Tire is loaded.
Testing on lanes 3 and 4. Testing, funny car testing or street car testing. Anybody that wants a test pass in their car or truck that's registered today, you can step up and test in lanes 3 and 4, please. We need you up here sooner than later. All right, left-hand lane, finishing out our 750 class, Glenn Hendry. Right-hand lane was James Frayne out of Weyburn, the Studebaker. And the right-hand lane gets the win, 752 at 94 mile an hour. Glenn Hendry in the left lane, red lit and left a hair early. Guessing on the tree is not always guarantee you a win. You gotta wait for the flash. You take a guess, you may get lucky, but this time, no lucky for Mr. Hendry. James Frayne, you're going to the final. Funny car testing, all car testing, lane 3 and 4. If you want to make a test hit, lane 3 and 4. All car testing and funny car testing, lanes 3 and 4. If Jensen wants to get up and take another hit, he can. Anybody wants to take a hit, lane 3 and 4, please. Testing. All right, Extreme Big Tire. Testing lanes 3 and 4. Testing lanes 3 and 4. Funny car testing or car testing. Whatever want to test. Lanes 3 and 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Extreme Big Tire semi-final. Left-hand lane. Scotty Yaremko out of Saskatoon in the 67 Pontiac Acadian. Spraying the nitrous to purge out the air. Right-hand lane, Mr. Gord Spack out of Saskatoon. 63 Corvette. Couple of good hole shots coming out the 8th mile. Scotty Yaremko with the win. 488 at 146 mile an hour. Gord Spack in the right lane with a 503 on a 141. Congratulations, Scotty Yaremko. Glenn Yaremko, you're going to the final. There's a couple of fast cars here, ladies and gentlemen. Wrapping up the semifinal for the Extreme Big Tire. Left-hand lane, Barry Stetner out of Regina with the 69 Camaro. And in the right lane, Ricky Brown out of Indian Head, Saskatchewan with the 2006 Corvette. Extreme Big Tire semi-final. Barry Stetner against Ricky Brown. Both got the good leave. Camaro's ahead. Is he going to take it? Right-hand lane, Ricky Brown. Holy shit. 484 at 144 mile an hour. Left-hand lane at 483 at 142. Wow. Less than 1/100th of a second. Thomas, high five. You hope for a good close race, buddy. That's all you want. Ricky Brown, you're going to the final. All reaction time, all day. Well,
You really?
once again, testing lanes are open, lanes 3 and 4 for any car that was registered to race today. So if you showed up in your mom's grocery getter, I'm sorry, you're not taking a hit. Any car registered to race today can make that test hit. My apologies if I wasn't clear, but I was sure I mentioned that. What do you think, Thomas? Did I mention it?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I did, but that's okay. Wow, we got some tight finals coming up. Do we not? It's going to be very entertaining, buddy. Very entertaining. I think I said a bad word. Did I say a bad word when that final was on?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I got excited. You know what I mean? Less than 100th between them. It came down to reaction time. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Well, you're a racer. You should know.
I do know.
It's exciting.
I know.
Absolutely, it's exciting.
Except for
Holy shnikes. Is that better? No, you like it the other way, don't you?
no.
Yeah. All right, we're going to test a few cars here, finish up the final prep, and we are going to the final round. Woo! What a great day of racing. Wow. I'm still excited. All right, we got, looks like 3 cars lined up in the test lane, including James Gordon in the 70 Plymouth Superbird funny car. Mr. Wickenheiser's lined up in his 2015 Camaro. That I can't remember the 72 Camaro. I can't remember his name. Bet you I will when it shows up on the screen when he's up to run. All right, we got Mr. Wickenheiser in the 2015 Chevy Camaro. He's coming up for a test hit in the left-hand lane. Had a little bit of a malfunction in his quarterfinals. He wish he had it back. Oh, backfire. A little bit of flame sticking out of the carb here. It's okay. We'll turn it over. Turn it over, suck the fire down. We'll get him going. And we're going to back him up and make sure he's okay here before we make a decision to take a hit down the track. Looks like he's losing a bit of fluid here again, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we're going to have to get him backed out of here. Sorry, guys. I wanted to see Mr. Wickenheiser make another test hit today. We're going to be doing... Oh, that's too bad. We got a couple more cars here to test, but it would have been nice to get that ironed out and go home with a little bit of confidence today, right? What do you think, Thomas? Nitrous backfire?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly, right? Well, we'll just make sure everything's okay here before we bring our next 2 cars up. We got a couple here. We got a couple cars in lane. So guess what? We're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4 more cars here in testing. Then we're going to do a quick drag and then on to the finals. All right, we have the Superbird pulling up into the right-hand lane to make another test hit. James Gordon out of Grandora with Team Bodnerchuk. $1,800 horsepower of big block Mopar power. Jesus, James has the burnout down to a T in that car. Woo! Very nice burnout. In case you've been sleeping today, James Gordon is a new pilot for this car, and he is handling it like no problem at all. James Gordon out of Grandora, Saskatchewan, 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Funny car. Locked and loaded. Sherry Bodnerchuk's going to give him the spot to get him close to the line. And he's going to nail the top end. 752 at 186 mile an hour. I'd call that a successful pass. 752 at 186 for James Jimmy G. Gordon. All right, we got 2 cars left in testing. We're going to do a drag, and then we're jumping into finals. Wow. You gotta love that sound flying out of there. That is Dwayne Trelevan out of Grandora on the left lane. You'd like to thank DAB Welding. Thank you to Dave Bondarchuk and YXE Auto for the support and helping him get this rig set up. He's got a good handle on this car. Dwayne Trelevan out of Grandora. You guys don't have to plug your ears. You'll be fine. He got off to a nice start. He's making a nice hit out the top. 777 at 172 miles an hour for Dwayne Trelevan.
Got a test car back there?
Very, very nice. One more test car here, and then we're going to do a quick drag. '72 Camaro out of Bandits Racing. He's going to make a test shot here in the left-hand lane. Got to put his window up. There we go. Put some glass in that hole, right? Whoa. Not a bad shake. 778 in the 8th mile for the Camaro at 91 miles an hour. We got a little bit, we got a few minutes here, guys. We're going to drag the track, and then we're jumping into our finals. So head on to the washroom, head over to Hector's Grub Hub, get over to Mackenzie Auto Beer Gardens, stop by the Track Channel tent and grab some swag on the way out. Get your heads up Havoc merch from the girls in black at the tent. Treleven or Treleven? All righty. We know what time it is. What time is it, Thomas?
Time for finals.
It is time for finals, buddy. 5:30 index. You are being called to lanes 5 and 6. 650 index, you're being called to lanes 3 and 4. 750 index, you're being called to lanes 1 and 2. We got that. 530 index, lanes 5 and 6. 650 index, lanes 3 and 4. 750 index, lanes 1 and 2. .530 index, start making your way to lane 5 and 6. 650 index, start making your way to lane 3 and 4. 750 index, please make your way to lane 1 and 2. We're getting close. .530 index, lane 5 and 6. 650 index, lane 3 and 4, please. Ladies and gentlemen, get up and do a happy dance or shake your butt or your arms or wave. We got some swag coming your way, shooting over the fence right now. The ladies in black are going to give away some swag, but you gotta dance for it, Ashley's mom. You gotta dance. There we go. Well, that went under the bleachers. And there's another one. We're going to keep him going here. The nephew of Cody Russo is going to be the pitcher. He's chucking. Do your dance, do your goofy move if you want something. Well, that wasn't even close. That guy wasn't even moving. That's not fair. But okay, he got a shirt. Go on, kids. Go catch up to him if you want him. Give him your dance. Show him what you can do. Show him your stuff. Get some free swag. There's one right there. Get it over the fence with your happy dance. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for James Gordon in that Superbird funny car. His sixth pass down the track, and he is handling that car like he has his whole life. Big round of applause, James. And thanks to Team Bodnerchuk for getting them down the rails. You guys are the best. Happy dance, guys. The golf cart still has some t-shirts out there. We're still waiting on one 5:30 car to show up for the left-hand lane in the final. We're waiting on a 5:30 car. Is it Connor Graff we might be waiting for? I think that's possible. Connor Graff, lane 5, please. You got you got a minute or so, but I mean, we're almost ready for you, bud. Connor Graff, lane 5 for the 5:30 index final. Thanks again to the Heads Up Havoc folks for putting this on. Thanks again to the gals in black. Thanks for Jessica, aka the third lady, out doing the swag thing today for Heads Up Havoc. I think I saw Christy out there too. Christy might have been there helping. I'm not sure, but I thought I saw her. Thanks again to our sponsors for making this possible. Without them, we could not have this event. GB Construction, Triumph Construction, Ready Rents, Valley Boys Plumbing and Heating, Performance Plus, Deck Brothers Performance, Dyna Crane Services, Tech 7 Auto Repair, BBJ Truck and Transport, Ross Electric, Poor Boys Customs, Sewer in Poland, Queen City Auto Body, Russ Flamin Agri Services, Link Trailers, Ashley Wood Vine Photography, LB Signs, Funky Moose Digital, High Tech Profiles, Steam Engine Stickers, Cody Russo and Family, Brian Donald and Anvil Digital, putting up the cash prize for the best wheel stand, and Thomas Bemis from Service Performance Solutions and Sick Prep for helping us out with the perfect on-point prep for this small tire radial crowd. It really helps throw it together. All right, Connor Graff. Maybe he's in the bathroom. Someone want to go check the bathroom for Connor Graff? Oh, no, there he is. He's out. Figured maybe he had some bad tacos last night or something. Three finals coming up here, ladies and gentlemen. The 5:30 final, the 6:50 final, and the 7:50 final. Extreme Big Tire, you guys are on deck. Extreme Big Tire final. I need you guys to the back end of lanes 5 and 6. Extreme Big Tire final, back end of lanes 5 and 6, please. We're locked. We're loaded. We have 3 sets of finalists up here in line. Extreme Big Tire, you're being called to the back end of lane 5 and 6, please. Extreme Big Tire, back end of lane 5 and 6. Funny car testing. Funny car testing. The back end of lane 3 and 4, please. Funny car testing, the back end of lane 3 and 4. Extreme Big Tire, back end of lane 5 and 6. You've been called. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are firing up the cars for the 530 Index Final. Extreme Big Tire, let's go. Back end of lane 5 and 6, please. Extreme Big Tire Final, back end of lane 5 and 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we are lining up for the 530 Index Final. Heads up Havoc at SIR. And in the right-hand lane, the orange Mustang creeps back under the tower. I don't think he liked his burnout, but I hope he hurries. '07 Mustang at Dave Franks, Calgary, Alberta, is doing his burnout in the right-hand lane, stepping up into the 530 Index Final in the right-hand lane. Left-hand lane is Connor Graff out of Grand Coulee in the 81 Malibu. 530 Index Final. Here we go. Boom, we got a clean start. Clean start out of the gate. What do we got? Connor McGrath. Connor Graff, 540 at 118 miles an hour. Big shout out to Colin and Atlanta G for being the crew chief and the support. Connor Graff wins the 530 final. Dave Franks out of Calgary finished up with a 589 out of 119. Just wasn't quite enough. All right, now we're into the 650 Index Final. Right-hand lane, we got Matt Hendry out of Dundurn in the 73 CUDA. Left-hand lane, we got Ryan Appleby out of Emerald Park, Saskatchewan. 1968 Dodge Charger. Let's see what shakes here in our 650 Final. We'll stand by the Charger. Of course, we got a clean start out of the gate. Now at the top of the 8th. Oh, Ryan Appleby with the win in the left lane. 656 at 97 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for Matt Hendry, not quite good enough. 660 on a 104. 750 index final right now. In the left lane, we got Lucky Man Tyson Daranoski out of Casa Rio, Saskatchewan. 99 Chevy S10. Taking on James Frayne out of Weyburn, Saskatchewan. 1951 Studebaker champion. This is the 750 index final at Heads Up Havoc at SIR Raceway. S10 gets the whole shot and takes off on him out the top end. Left-hand lane with the win. Tyson Daranoski on the brakes and gets his win at 752 on a 750 index. James Frayne with a 753. Tyson Daranoski guessed on that reaction and got an 039 light to take the final. Woo, that's exciting. I don't hear anybody else cheering up here, but we're going to take it as exciting. Up next is our Extreme Big Tire Final. Funny car testing lane 3 and 4. Funny car testing lane 3 and 4. If you're testing, funny car testing only, lane 3 and 4. Extreme Big Tire, we got a couple of champs here from our SIR facility. They're going to be rolling up under the tower any second. Here we go. Extreme Big Tire finalists coming under the tower to give us the burnout. We're going to see what they're going to pop out here next. Extreme Big Tire Final. I'm not going to have a voice left here right away. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Extreme Big Tire Final. The right-hand lane, Scotty Yaremko out of Saskatoon, 1967 Pontiac Acadian. Left-hand lane, Captain Ricky Brown out of Indianette, Saskatchewan in the 2006 Corvette Suncoast Custom Chassis. We're stepping up to the final here in the Extreme Big Tire. Funny car testing, lane 3 and 4. Funny car testing, lane 3 and 4. We need you quick if you're going to take a test. Back to the Extreme Tire Final. Right-hand lane, Scotty Yaremko. Left-hand lane, Ricky Brown. Making sure everything's purged. Making sure we are ready to rock and roll. Here we go, we got a clean start. Clean start at the top end. Ricky Brown, 484, 144 miles an hour. Ricky Brown takes the win away from Scotty Yaremko. Reaction time of Ricky Brown was an 019. Scotty Yaremko finished up with a 489 at 146. A little bit shy. Congratulations, Ricky Brown. All right. Final call here for funny car testing. Funny car testing, you want to test? We need those funny cars now. Let's get going if we're going to do it. Ten four. We just got a call from Sean. We're going to prep the track right now for Extreme Car. So the testers can have to wait until the end of the day for the funny cars now. There's nobody up and staging. The way she goes. We're going to prep the track. You guys got about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and we're going to jump into the Extreme Small Tire Streetcar Tailgate and Junior Street Finals. Take your 20 minutes. Get yourself a throat lozenge from all the yelling we've been doing. All right, winners and runner-ups today in the final. At the end of the day, we need you over to the winner's circle for your photograph opportunities. At the end of the day, after the Junior Street and the final funny car test, winners and runner-ups to the corner of the staging lanes to the winner's circle for your group photos and your novelty size check presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. That is your Extreme Big Tire winner, Ricky Brown out of Indian Head, Saskatchewan. He has had a hell of a day winning his Heads Up Havoc Extreme Big Tire class. Shout out to Ricky Brown.
Yay, Ricky.
Okay, that's a pretty big shout out, Thomas. Thanks, bud. We got about 14 minutes yet of prep. We're going to be calling our classes up in the next few minutes. Just hang tight. All right, we're calling the last of the finalists to the staging lanes now. Extreme small tire lanes 3 and 4. Small tire streetcar lanes 5 and 6. Tailgate class lanes 1 and 2. We're on order once again. Extreme small tire 3 and 4. Small tire streetcar 5 and 6. Tailgate class 1 and 2. Junior Street finalist to the back end of lane 3 and 4. Junior Street finalist to the back end of lane 3 and 4. Street tire, small tire streetcar. There we go. Small tire streetcar, lane 5 and 6. Tailgate 1 and 2. Junior Street, the back end of lane 3 and 4, please. Let's get our finalists up. We're going to get away shortly. Tailgate class 1 and 2. Small tire streetcar lane 5 and 6. There we go. There's Brian Stevenson going up to lane 5 for his final. We're still waiting for one tailgate finalists. And Junior Street final to the back end of lane 3 and 4, please. Tailgate finalists, lane 1 and 2. Tailgate finalists, lane 1 and 2. Junior Street final, lanes 3 and 4. Junior Street finalists, the back end of lanes 3 and 4. We're waiting on one tailgate. One tailgate finalist to lane 1, please. One tailgate finalist to lane 1. There is our tailgate finalist. Kelly Kreutzer's making his way to lane 1. All right, it looks like all 4 class finalists are in staging lanes. We're almost ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. A final drag, and we're going to be running. Ricky Brown, congratulations again. Your last 2 races, semifinal and final, were close, my friend. Congrats again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are into the final 4 categories for the finalists. We got some serious horsepower out there. First final we're going to see out there is Russ Whammon, and I think that is Mr. Bob Cook out of Lloydminster with the white Ford truck. Oofta! That's going to be a gooder. Bum ba ba bum ba bum bum ba bum. Ba 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 bum ba bum bum ba bum. Bum ba ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum bum. Dun-dun-dun. Sing it, Thomas. Dun-dun-dun. The Rocky music. Tell me you know who Rocky is. Who is Rocky Balboa?
I have no idea.
He is a person that has never been in my kitchen. Come on, Thomas. Get with the program. Who is Carl Weathers?
I don't know.
He's another man that's never been in my kitchen. Who is Russ Flamin?
My dad?
Okay. All right. And who is Bob Cook?
The guy she's going up against?
The guy that your dad is racing. That's right. You know what we want? We just want a good, safe race, don't we? We just want to have a good, safe race, don't we?
Yep.
No injuries,
No injuries?
no accidents,
No accidents?
just a clean start
Just a clean start
and a good race.
and a good race.
Attaboy. Testers can line up at the back end of lane 5 and 6. Testers can line up at the back end of lane 5 and 6. Funny car testers or testers and funny cars, etc., back end of lane 5 and 6. The wheels on the tractor go round and round, round and round, and round and round. The wheels on the tractor go round and round all day long. Sing it with me.
Nah.
Come on, Thomas. The wheels on the tractor
Go round and round.
round and round.
Round and round.
The wheels on the tractor
Go round and round.
all
Day.
long. Everybody! The wheels on the tractor
Go round and round.
round and round.
Round and round.
The wheels on the tractor go
Round and round.
all
Day.
long. Attaboy. Five that out. The tractor's backing into its spot, Thomas. You know what that means?
What?
The wheels on the tractor no longer go round and round.
Okay.
Okay, they no longer go round and round because it's parked. It is time. We're getting ready for lanes 3 and 4. Extreme small tire final. We're going to see who's going to take this one home. Bobby Cook or Russell Flamin.
You ready in the zone?
You know what we should hum now? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. You know that song?
Yeah.
What is it?
Eye of the Tiger?
Eye of the Tiger. Attaboy. Just for that, you get a Kit Kat bar. Just don't tell your mom. Oh, my mic was on. Here's your Extreme Small Tire Final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been one hell of a day here. Heads up, Havoc at SIR. This is your Extreme Small Tire Final. Left-hand lane, Russ Flamin out of Regina, 69 GTO. Right-hand lane, Bobby Cook out of Lloydminster, 93 Ford F-150. Flashbang! Oh no! Russ Flamin knocks off the tires! Bobby Cook, you win! Heads up, Havoc, Extreme Small Tire Final. 468 on the 155. I can hear the hearts break, Thomas. Sorry, buddy. Russell knocked the tires off on the GTO. All right, up next, our small tire streetcar final. Right-hand lane, Mike Bullich out of Calgary, 85 Dodge Daytona. Left-hand lane, Mr. Brian Stevenson out of Saskatoon, 1985 Mustang. Fox, buddy. We got a clean start. We got a clean start. And at the top of the egg, Brian Stevenson with the win. 499 at 145 miles an hour. Somebody is excited in the center lane. Holy moly. Right-hand lane for Mike Bullich out of Calgary, Alberta. 5.18 at 135. Woo! Reaction times. Brian Stevenson with an 069. Mike Bullich with an 071. It was close, ladies and gentlemen. Up in our next class, ladies and gentlemen, this is the tailgate class final. Tailgate class final, right-hand lane, Ian Yamarenko out of Battleford, Saskatchewan in the 2023 F-150. And in the left-hand lane, the madman, Kelly Kreutzer out of Belgoni, 1982 Chevy S10. This is for all the marbles. And Kelly doesn't even play marbles, but he wants it. Here we go. We got a clean start. Kelly Kreutzer's pulling away. Kelly Kreutzer is your winner in the tailgate class and heads up Havoc. 542 with a 129. Right-hand lane for Ian Yamarenko. 659 on a 109. I am excited. All right, staging lanes are closed, ladies and gentlemen. Staging lanes are closed. The last of the testers can move up in 5 and 6. Staging lanes are now closed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last final of 2026 Heads Up Havoc is our junior street category. We got Jensen Adams in the left-hand lane out of Craven, Saskatchewan, 1984 Pontiac Trans Am. Lucas Guyman in the right-hand lane out of Viceroy, Saskatchewan, 2009 Dodge Challenger. Heads up, junior street, 8th mile. Here we go. Flashbang, here we go. Challenger's got the jump. Trans Am is trying to make the move to close in. He's creeping up on the Challenger, and the winner is Lucas Guyman with a 936 in the right-hand lane. 936, Lucas Guyman, you are the winner of the junior street category. Jensen Adams finished up with a 944 at 78 miles an hour. All runner-ups and winners to the winner's circle at the back end of staging, please. All runner-ups and winners to the back end of staging lanes, please. We're running out 4 cars doing testing, and that is a wrap. Woo! How exciting was that?
Very.
Wasn't that a nail biter right to the end, bud?
Yeah.
You never know. What do they say? Any given day.
Anything can happen.
Attaboy. That wasn't even rehearsed either. Right-hand lane, car 17 to 72, Camaro, making his rip down. Finish up with a 1252 at 88. There's a pair. All right, left-hand lane, Ryan Appleby out of Regina, 68 Dodge Charger. Right-hand lane, you got Glenn Hendry in the 68 Barracuda out of Dundurn. Just a test pass, ladies and gentlemen. Wheels up on the 68 Charger. Out the top end, and the Charger. 991 with a 135. Right-hand lane at 1091 at 125. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to our last car of the day, and it is a tester. I'm losing my voice, Thomas. Why did that happen?
Because you're yelling a bunch?
Hey. Yes. Okay, I'm yelling a bunch because I'm excited. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's worth it. My wife is going to thank me that I don't have a voice. She's going to thank everybody here because I was yelling so much because she doesn't have to listen to me when I get home. All right, right-hand lane with the final pass of the day. It is Chad Penner in the Fox body. And out the top end, 1146 and 123. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, spectators, you guys are awesome. Thanks again for coming out today for the Heads Up Havoc 2026. This one is in the books. All right, finish up at the stand at the Track Channel, Hector's Grub Hub, and the Mackenzie Auto Beer Gardens. Thank you again to the staff and volunteers and all of our sponsors for making this event a huge success. Special thanks again to the man himself, Thomas Bemis from Service Performance Solutions and Sick Prep. Good night, everybody, and safe travels home. Reminder, runners up and winners, you are wanted at the winner circle at the back end of the staging lanes. Runner-ups and winners, we need you to the winner circle for photographs and check presentations and your trophies.